and actually look at some of the specific stories and use cases of how they use data, how they use software to optimize their business and drive the right outcomes.
We have a whole series of sustainability goals that actually come down from the desk of the President of the United States. We have a goal to improve efficiency 2.5% year on year, so 25% improvement over this next decade. So our campus, as I said, is 2 million square feet, 40 buildings. But if you actually start looking at it and where the greenhouse gas emissions are coming from, luckily, it's just a key portfolio of 25 buildings that account for 90% of our greenhouse gas emissions from buildings. And so what we were really doing a year and a half ago is painstakingly pulling data out of those systems and essentially bringing it into Excel. No one wants to keep using Excel. It's not operational. So that was where we were a year and a half ago. And what we did with Lucid's help is integrate to all of these devices in the field, all of those meters, everything that's coming into building automation, or meters that were sort of orphaned out in the site and not coming into any operational system. That's now coming into the Lucid platform. And so now what we have, and I think what Lucid is very good at, is bringing in large amounts of data, letting you see it, and giving you visual insight.
Energy to care, what we do with hospitals, what we want to do with our facility managers in hospitals is develop ways to help members continually improve their energy efficiency and sustainability efforts. A lot of our hospitals, there's 6,000 hospitals in the United States approximately, and in them hospitals, there's so much money that can be saved by reducing energy. We want our facility managers we're all being asked to do a lot more with a lot less. Facility managers, again, there's about 6,000 hospitals out there, and every one of them has a facility manager or a director. And with Energy to Care and Portfolio Manager, we input our data into Energy Star Portfolio Manager, and it's automatically shared with Energy to Care through Lucid. It's a centralized database, so these two systems work together.
Avery Dennison is set some strong carbon reduction goals. We're looking at doing a 3% solution, 3% absolute carbon reduction every year.
We have over 150 manufacturing facilities worldwide and 25,000 employees. We do have a global reach and scale, and we're trying to leverage that in our sustainability journey by creating more sustainable products and solutions. As part of that, last year we launched our 2025 sustainability goals. We started projects, and the one I'll be talking about is on the first facility that represents almost 30% of our carbon footprint. We conducted an energy efficiency project this past December. This is in China, in South China. And we had the metering system, and we brought Lucid into place to be able to view the data. We're creating a lot of data. Because in the site we previously installed 51 live energy meters. So we're getting 51 data points every minute, looking pretty much at every department within the facility. And we were able to identify opportunities for improvements of 21% of the energy consumption. The site spends on a year $5 million in electricity. So in that one event, looking at the data, the team was able to identify $1 million worth of opportunities for savings. That represents about 9,000 megawatt hours or 7,600,000 tons of CO2e. To put that into context, that is about the same amount of pollution that comes out of 1,000 homes create in a year. So that's where Lucid came in, and we're using the cloud-based system that helps us manage and leverage our global teams and our remote locations. We can work from here in the States and give follow-up to these projects. We're also leveraging further the real-time energy monitoring and the analytics and graphics that Lucid provides to start getting a lot more use out of the energy data.
It's a really diverse portfolio, and the most important part about that is that every single business unit operated as essentially its own entity. It was never centralized. It was always equipment-based, and this is where Lucid came in.
Without the data, you don't know what you're using, where you're using it, what times you're using it, and then you don't know if you're efficient or inefficient, or what parts of the portfolio or building are inefficient. And after all that, without the data, you don't know how to communicate to your stakeholders, internal and external, what you're doing and how effective you've been. So that's what we started with Lucid and our conversation with them. Getting into our goals, unlike my colleagues here, we didn't have an inventory of what was in the portfolio. That's what we're going through right now. We're cleaning up all of our data. If it's garbage in, it's garbage out. So we have a very large task of getting all of our greenhouse gas inventory together, and then we're going to be leveraging that platform to analyze it and then create our target for energy, water, and waste.
You might have a lot of data, doesn't mean it's good data or actionable data. We can't have a finance portal, a transaction management portal, a facility management portal, an energy portal, a portfolio manager portal, and then environmental systems portal. And they are going to be mandated to move their data into Lucid Building OS